Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's Friday, the 3rd of March. Today is National Anthem Day, National Cold Cuts Day, National I Want You to Be Happy Day. For me, that is every day, Heidi. I always want you to be happy.
Why, thank you, John.
National Mulled Wine Day. Do you know what that is? Have you ever had mulled wine?
I don't believe so.
It doesn't sound good. That's not a great sounding thing. National Day of Unplugging, National Dress in Blue Day.
I'm all for a day of unplugging.
There you go. National Speech and Debate Education Day, National Employee Appreciation Day, Tartar Sauce Day. I had never had tartar sauce until like a year ago.
I know, and how many times over the years that we've been married have I tried to get you?
And I was like, yucky, I didn't want any tartar sauce. And then I finally tried it. I was like, why didn't you ever tell me this was amazing? And it is Soup It Forward Day today. All those, it's a busy day. A lot of stuff.
What is that?
It is a day to give people soup. You'll find out. I'm going to give you some soup. In addition to all of that, I've got a guest joining me. I have Art Ayris joining me. There's a movie out called No Vacancy. It came out about, maybe 6 months ago, something like that.
Okay.
And he is one of the people that's involved in that movie and like putting that movie together. And it's based on a true story. And we're going to chat all about that coming up.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Eating a nutritious diet is essential for maintaining good health. Vegetables are definitely an important part of that equation as they are full of vitamins, minerals, fiber, and I can't even say it, antioxidants. There we go. What is the healthiest veggie, though? Ironically, a recent survey found vegetables that people like the most, like corn and potatoes, not the best for you.
Right, not good for you.
According to a nutrition expert, spinach is the healthiest vegetable. We both like spinach.
We do both like spinach, and I use spinach a lot.
Yeah, 1 cup of spinach, raw spinach, provides vitamin A and K, plus antioxidants, which may help reduce your risk of disease. I don't know what I'm saying here. Probably including cancer. Probably they have the word in here. Spinach may also benefit heart health. Who wrote this? It can help reduce blood pressure. If spinach doesn't work for you, the next 4 healthiest veggies, by the way, they are watercress, then broccoli, then carrots, then beet greens.
Okay.
So
you love broccoli?
Yeah, I'm a fan of all of that, I think. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know there's an entire family in Italy that feels almost no pain? Yeah, the Marcelli family. They handle injuries remarkably well, which is a bizarre thing. They only experience pain for a moment before it fades away. Letizia Marcelli told Smithsonian Magazine, I just thought it was part of who I was. I was strong. I was resilient. I bounced back. However, when researchers actually checked into it, they noticed her unusual tolerance for pain, which is something her mother and her sister and her son all have as well. They decided to collaborate to see why is this happening. And they discovered their experience the good pain and the pain that alerts us to danger, and then it disappears. The bad pain, the kind that stays there forever, they don't have. That ongoing pain, things people take painkillers for, they don't feel that.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
But like if you bump your knee or
it hurts right away, so they know,
like,
hey,
hey, this hurt, and then the rest of the pain just doesn't exist. So
oh my gosh, that would be amazing,
that up somehow,
right?
Every day I get up, I'm like, oh, that hurts yet. Oh, hey, what is this pain now?
Huh?
All right, we don't know everything, but now we know this. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Steven Spielberg, I think he's maybe a filmmaker.
I've heard of him once or twice.
Okay, he's kind of a big deal. He's mounting a big production of one of Stanley Kubrick's lost projects, large-scale biopic of Napoleon Bonaparte. It's been in the works for 7 years.
Interesting.
Yeah. E.T. director now says the project...
So is it going to be like a series?
Yeah, it's a 7-part series.
Okay.
He planned to make this film after the success of 2001: The Space Odyssey and did extensive research on the French revolutionary leader. He planned to film this movie across Europe, in France and UK, Romania. Had about 40,000 soldiers that were planned to be in this. The project then was abandoned. So Kubrick never finished it. Spielberg said, it has to be done. That's kind of cool that they came up with this idea for this show. They have all this time and effort that they put into it, even though he's not finishing it. And of all the people to finish the project,
right.
Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, who better to take that baton?
And it's not even going to be just a movie that'd be 2 hours. It's going to be a 7-episode series. So there's apparently a lot of stuff going into this. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At BetterCreditCards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Hugging or holding hands with a person you love, that's you, Heidi, has been proven to reduce stress almost instantly. Do you feel
agree.
that's true?
Absolutely,
so
that's true.
When I give you a hug, do you feel anything, or it has to be somebody you love?
Wow.
See what I did there? She's my wife. Hopefully that helps when I give you a hug. I'm feeling stressed out. You better come give me a hug, Heidi.
Yes, it helps a ton. That is so important.
It really is. It's filled with no gluten whatsoever, sugar-free. It's all good for you,
No
too. It's
nut
100%.
allergies.
Yeah, it's great.
Wow.
Would you just stop? And the secret to eating less may be all in how you put it on the plate. Chinese scientists believe a hack to reduce food consumption, thus lose weight, is to spread your food out on the plate. Their study found that cutting food into smaller pieces and scattering them all over a dish can actually trick your brain into thinking you're eating way more than you're really eating. Study participants were shown multiple photos of a chocolate bar with the exact same amount of chocolate split between 9 to 16 pieces. The participants thought the 16 pieces of chocolate was way more chocolate than the 9 pieces, leading scientists to conclude that more overall portion size is perceived when the units are separated more so than when they're all gathered and lumped together.
That makes sense.
I remember reading a thing where it was talking about using smaller plates.
Yeah.
So Heidi and I tried doing that.
So it looks like you have more food.
Yeah, Heidi and I tried doing that. We were eating off Barbie plates for a while, and it didn't help. So, okay, we didn't really do that. I was just being silly. All right, scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Very excited to visit with Art Ayris. He is the movie No Vacancy is actually his movie. He's the writer and the producer, and he's the executive pastor of the real-life church portrayed in the film. So this is based on a true story. And Art, this is your true story, isn't it?
It's a true story of the church that I attend and I serve at. Yes, sir.
I think that is fantastic. And the film came out just recently, and a lot of folks are loving this film. And I've had a chance to chat with some of the actors and actresses involved in the film. When it was all said and done and you get a chance to watch this, would you say this is kind of turned out exactly the way you were hoping it would turn out?
It is pretty close to it, yes. I made another movie that didn't have big stars in it or really recognizable stars. And this one, when I shot, I said, I've got to have good star power in it. We were able to add 3 great stars to it. So, yeah, it turned out strong.
And it is a phenomenal movie. And again, the movie is called No Vacancy. And we're going to talk about where people can go to find the film in a moment. But first, let's talk about the film. What was it that happened and made you decide we need to do a movie about this?
Well, the Orlando ABC affiliate had come over here several times, 7 or 8 times, and done stories about this true story about a church buying a motel to try to take care of the homeless. There was a lot of conflict in our city about it, and literally about 95% of the movie is true. But it's kind of a happy ending, wonderful life type of ending, and it's really based on the true story. The gentleman that's the main character, the crack addict that had a major turnaround, I knew him very well. Obviously, I know the pastor. And then the Orlando Sentinel reporter is based on a true person as well, who wrote the story that really kind of broke the whole story about this church buying a motel for the homeless.
And I love the name of the film, No Vacancy. And again, novacancymovie.com is the website if folks would like to go and see that. And would you like to see this catch on in other places? Do you think that maybe this might inspire other churches and communities to say, hey, we could do this?
John, we're already seeing that. We're already having communities that are getting together. The vice mayor of Nashville and a group gathered to watch the movie and talk about what they need to do. They're homeless. There's a group looking at it in Los Angeles. There's another group looking at it. There's already a group up in Cincinnati that's working on some things. But yeah, we're really advocating in the movie is the churches, communities really look at these compassion centers in their area. We literally help out tens of thousands of people every year. And we just see some amazing stories of people turn around on addiction and addressing homelessness. So it's all true. I mean, people can come here. People can come here and just look at it themselves if they want to. And in fact, we do give tours like twice a month here.
And this has been an inspiration to many people. And again, the fact that you guys did this, and then I love the fact that the movie kind of came from this real life thing that happened. But it's amazing how movies do inspire people. And I love the fact that we've got movies like this being done in this genre that are inspiring people in a good way.
Well, people think, it's a movie or church or whatever. It's cheesy. It's really a good movie. I mean, it did. We had the third highest. We're on 608 screens. We had the third highest per screen average. It was number 10 box office. I mean, the stars really carried it. We had a great soundtrack, great director. And it's based on a true story. I mean, it was funny. I got a guy called me or emailed the other day. Man, I kept watching this. I said, I wish this was a true story. Then he saw at the end, it was a true story. Couldn't believe it. And so, yeah, we think the true story is a really, really caring part about it, John.
Now, let's talk about Kingstone Studios, because this is not your only film. This is your new film, but you've done some other things too, haven't you?
Yeah, my wife was a television producer and director, and I was kind of one that was kind of behind the scenes. But I'd had some success with screenwriting with Hollywood, and then we started a comic book company. So Kingstone Studios, we did the most complete graphic adaptation of scripture that's ever been done. I hired about 40-something artists. Most of them had worked with Marvel and DC. And we created a 3-volume graphic novel trilogy called The Kingstone Bible. And we're also in the process of beginning animation and done another movie before. But Kingstone Studios, we really just try to be accurate in everything informed by a biblical worldview.
I love that. And if people would like to see this latest film, No Vacancy, where is the best place to go to find this?
Prime Video, Vudu, Apple TV, Google TV, PureFlix, any of those.
It's kind of all over the place. And there are some, my son is a huge fan of like holding the DVD. He's not a big streaming guy. And the nice thing is you guys have that as well. If they'd like to purchase the DVD and actually hold it in their hands, I like that you have that available as well.
Yeah, at KingstoneStudios.com, and everything is literally one click for people.
Well, I appreciate your time today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, John.
And again, the website, novacancymovie.com. I'll throw a link to make it really easy to find, whether you'd like to stream it or find the DVD. All of that is available, again, at novacancymovie.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What was that, John?
If you unfolded your brain and laid it out flat, it would cover an ironing board. Well, that's disgusting. Who discovered that? All right, fun fact for
I
you.
don't think I want to know who
Yeah, I don't
discovered
either.
that. Whoever it is most likely not still walking
They
amongst
need
us.
therapy. All right, fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Iceland has a dating app that stops you from hooking up with relatives. So it's like, no, you guys are related.
Oh.
It's a good idea. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Snakes sleep with both eyes open. Oh, wow. That's kind of weird. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Porsche, first car that they built was in 1898, and it was electric. It's kind of cool.
Really?
Yeah, electric car in 1898 from Porsche. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Al Pacino turned down the role of Han Solo. Could you imagine him
No.
as Han Solo?
That would have been a completely different character.
Would have been different. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Only 12% of those arrested for murder are women. That means either women don't murder as much or they're better at getting away with it. All right, several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day.
Yay!
It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. What do 85% of people cringe at whenever they listen to it?
The John and Heidi Show.
No, not the John and Heidi Show. It's a much higher percentage than 85. No, 85% of people cringe whenever they listen to the sound of their own voice.
Oh.
Yeah, I know people who do that. They're like, oh, is that what I sound like? I'm like, yeah, but it sounds good.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's bizarre. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for some weird news, brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Makers of Ben & Jerry ice cream say they're working on coming up with a way to stop your favorite summer treat from melting before you have a chance to enjoy it. The company says they're reformulating their ice cream in an attempt to make them melt at a higher temperature. That's not all for convenience of those of us who enjoy the product at the beach. It's also part of their plan to save energy and cut their carbon footprint. No word on exactly how they're going to make this happen, but experts say it's probably going to involve either adding starch to the mix or cutting sugar content. The company's researchers say that they're going to try to find the perfect formula to retain the exact same taste and the exact same firmness, and the same feel in your mouth of Ben & Jerry's Magnum products. They're hoping, if they can make this work, that it could help reduce their carbon footprint, because then there would be fewer freezers in shops around the world that would need to be, because they'd be able to keep it in like a refrigerator, apparently. I don't know. By 30%. That's the answer. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Heidi, these are ponderables, things like this. If you did something like a boss, you'd probably just have somebody else do it.
That's true.
If you view a bald eagle at the zoo, are you looking at the American symbol of freedom in captivity? Yeah. The only time incorrectly is not spelled incorrectly is when it is spelled incorrectly.
Oh, funny.
How about this? What if our use of emojis became so extensive that we actually circle back to hieroglyphics? I think some people kind of have. When you say the word crisp, it moves from the back of your mouth to the front of your mouth as you say crisp. It does, doesn't it? Holy cow. If you have a PhD, every meeting you go to becomes a doctor's appointment. When we say hair, we're referring to lots of it, but we don't say hairs unless we're talking about only one or two.
Right.
That's true. How far back in history do you have to go before it's considered archaeology rather than grave robbing?
Oh, boy.
And the final thing on here, the person who would proofread Hitler's speeches was a literal grammar Nazi.
Yeah.
That's ponderable, several of them. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Our quote today is from Ashley Brilliant, and this is a brilliant quote. To be sure of hitting the target, shoot first and call whatever you hit the target.
I like that. Yeah, that's what I was trying to hit. That's the target.
When I play pool, that's how I call my shots.
Oh, that's funny.
It's like ready to fall in the hole. I'm like, that pocket right there, it's going in. That's a win. All right. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. By the way, it is March. This is the month when that contest ends. Cancun trip, all the details again at radiotravelgroup.com. Here's a headline. Heinz wants to find the man who survived a month at sea with nothing but ketchup, and they want to buy him a new boat. How cool is that?
With nothing but ketchup.
Yeah. So last month, Colombian Navy, in coordination with a whole bunch of other groups, I started reading through this. I'm going to just say all the names wrong, so I'm going to just skip it. They rescued this dude. He was 120 nautical miles away from, I think, Colombia.
Wow.
She's like out in the ocean. They got a notification about a sailboat with the word help engraved on the hull. They get there and they find this sailor, 47-year-old Elvis Francois, Francois. Francois. Oh, Elvis Francois.
Yeah.
Is that how you say that? I'm so glad I married smart. She's gorgeous and she's smart. Elvis Francois said his ordeal began in December when currents swept his sailboat out to sea. He was making repairs off the island, and all of a sudden he looks around. There's no land anywhere.
Yikes.
So he was not planning to go out to sea, so he didn't pack to go out to sea. He claimed that he survived the 24 days adrift in the Caribbean with nothing but ketchup and some seasoning. 24 days, no land, nobody to talk to. He says, I don't know what to do. I don't know where you are. It was rough. At a certain time, I would lose hope and I would think about my family, Francois said in a video. I had no food. It was just a bottle of ketchup that was on the boat and some garlic powder that was on the boat. Mixed that all up with water, and that's how he survived.
Huh.
Can you even imagine?
Yeah, I'm just spitballing here. Maybe giving this guy another boat probably isn't the best idea.
Heinz is asking people if anybody knows Francois. You can reach out. I looked on Twitter. I'm trying to see if they found him, but I don't see the answer to that. I don't know if they have or not. I've got a link to all this in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great Friday. Thanks for listening.